Hello, my name is Nano Rayson, and I am a Dehya main, and I wanted to do just a small quick video on just running her, especially with Farina's out. I've been loving Farina and her pairing with Dehya. But I wanted to just showcase just the difference between what I see between Vigrasha Glow Set and Emblem. I am a Glow Set fan. I believe that when you have a character, no matter what flaws people say about Dehya, when a character has a signature artifact set, yeah, I do believe a lot of people misinterpret her kit, and I believe Emblem is only focuses on half her kit. I believe Dehya, I say Dehya, but Dehya, is a defensive support slash sub DPS. So to get the most out of her, I believe you have to focus on both aspects. Now, this isn't about whether her defensive capabilities are better than someone else or her DPS is better than someone else. No, I don't care about that stuff. I don't. If you care about that stuff, more power to you. I don't care about that stuff. Am I having fun with the characters I like to play with? That's what matters. But I also want my characters that I'm having fun with, I want to maximize their kit as much as possible, and I think that's one of the things that a lot of people mess up with Dehya's kit is that they don't maximize it to its full potential. So this first run here, and this is all in chamber, all against the same seahorse. With this team, I chose this team because I love this team. I'm not a Mona fan, so I'm not picking Mona teams. I know a lot of people want to see um the big vape numbers, the big DPS numbers. I'm not that. I would love to, but like I said, I like playing with the characters that I actually have fun with, and I don't have fun playing with Mona. So I'm not doing those showcases like that. There's people out there that are gonna that has those showcases, and a lot of them are running Emblem. I personally do not like Emblem Dehya. So this was run I had done before, and I had posted before, and this is my regular Dehya build. After this video, you'll see the artifacts and everything. What I try to do in this video is, for the most part, is get all the stats near the same. Using some emblem pieces. On the emblem, I have two different runs. I have runs where the ER is almost exactly the same as the Vigrasha Glow, and a run where I put an ER Sands and it's higher, because I want to showcase some other things, like I said, utilizing Dehya's full kit and what it is. So this is the Vigrasha Glow run with Dehya, and we're just gonna go right ahead into it. I'm all my runs I try to do the rotations almost exactly the same. What I like about the glow set is that you're not only utilizing the burst, and obviously the horse has its little shield thing, so you're not gonna get that much, but you utilize her skill also. So we'll see here that the horse doesn't even get a chance to like get its full go up top like it likes to do. So right now it's down. So right now her skill is doing 34, 37k procs there with the vaporizer. It was an 18-1. Now we're going into the burst, 30k, 29k, 29k, 29k. We're done. 9 minutes 15 seconds. We're done. This is my build. We'll pause there real quick. This is why I say it's important to utilize her whole kit. So this is regards to set. I got 40k health, 1,746 attack. So we'll get into the details here, and then pause right here. We got 70% crit rate, 208% crit damage, 128% energy recharge. People will say, "Oh, you don't have enough energy recharge." I don't care about the whole bursting on every rotation. Would I love to use her burst more often? Sure, but again, I want to utilize her whole kit. So I don't want to sacrifice anything just for more ER, which we'll see in the later videos. Weapon is the same. Artifacts, you know, here's the artifacts. On every single one I have the same pyro goblet because I don't have any other pyro goblets. So everyone used the same power goblets, but these were the stats with the Vukrasha glow set. Those are the artifacts. So here we go. This is gonna be the second run. On this one, this is the emblem run where I have more ER. The crit rate and crit damage is almost the same. Literally, like I think 1% off on crit rate and like 1 or 2% off on crit damage. But ER is 175% compared to the previous that was 125. So same rotation here. Let's see. The last run finished 915. Remember, the skill was doing about 30k procs, and the punches were doing 29 to 30k. So obviously, again, we're gonna wait till the shield breaks to really compare, because with that power shield it's just not button. What we noticed is on the previous run that we were able to not even make it to this part, just because of the extra skill damage that we were getting. So here we go.
Let's get it on. Let my name echo in song. Showing you committed to memory.
So even with 175% ER, it didn't come up fast. We have 25k punches. I want to pause there because I want to see. Okay, right here.
Let's get it on.
8k, 7k, 3k. Trying to see the skill, 9k. So we're already losing out on about 20k just on the skill. And the burst is 25k. The last kick was 30k. So it's already taking longer. The damage is less on the emblem. And even though we're gonna finish in fairly good time, it's still not that good. So here's the emblem build. So this is again why I like the glow set more, because the glow set, as you're taking damage, and in this type of team you are taking a lot of self damage because of the bloom, but you do get hit. Okay, so again, this is the emblem build. Actually, I recorded this separately, so so I'm just putting on the ER sands that I actually ran with that run, just to show that there was just to show what the ER sand build was. So we're coming back. So here we go. The difference, we have 39k health here, 1,266 attack. As much as I tried to get close to the 1,700 of the Vukrasha glow set, just gonna get there with these stats. But again, it's also to show the importance of, attack and HP is important, and percentage damage is important. 39k health, I believe. With the 20% of Vukrasha glow, we were at 44k. So we're down 40k health. We're still near that 40k, which I would say is the sweet spot. You want to be at 40k, between 40 and 50k, but 40k health. And if you can get up there between 1,600 and 1,700 attack, perfect. So these are the numbers. We have the crit rate and crit damage almost exactly the same. Energy recharge 177 compared to 120, I think 125 or 124 on the other run, thinking back on it. So that was it. So that was with more ER. We had a little bit less health. I would say a lot less attack. So that was a run with more ER. It didn't even feel comfortable. I felt like the ER didn't even make a big difference. All the extra ER you were getting from that, it still took a little bit longer. You still lost out on damage, and the burst wasn't even as high. So this is the second run on the emblem. Instead of the ER sands, this one has an attack sands. So everything else was the same. The only difference is you have the attack sands and the ER sands. So here you're really gonna see a lot of the same. I think the run was about the same as the ER sands run, maybe a little bit faster. But again, the skill's just not doing the hits that you want. And again, we didn't get to the point of getting the horse did end up getting up there. So here we go. At this point,
Let's get it on. Hi.
it's almost done. You got 4K, 5K. You get a little bit more better punches than the ER stands with the attack stands, 26K punches. So again, you're missing out on skill hits there, and your burst is lower. So here the actually max HP was lower than the ER stands, but the attack was higher. So you have 1673. It's only and between this one and Vigrasha Glow, you're looking about a less than 100 attack difference, but a significant HP difference, about 7K HP. The details are almost exactly the same as Vigrasha Glow. Crit rate, crit damage, and the energy recharge, exactly the same. But you see a significant difference in overall DPS in general. Just this, your skill with the emblem just wasn't the same. Your skill hits are lower. If everything is exactly the same, even with the higher ER to get the extra burst damage on the higher ER, I was still doing more burst damage on the glow set, and this is a C2 R1 Dehya. So I was still doing more damage on the glow set than I was doing on the emblem set. So I think all in all, if you're going to, I always say math is great. I don't hate on theory crafters. Math is great. Applying and testing out on your own and what works better for you, even better. So when I apply everything and all things considered, I think a fair comparison, even ER hunting with the ER emblem set to give more ER, so you get more elemental burst damage because you have higher ER. It still wasn't as good as the glow set, and at least with the glow set, I'm not hunting extra ER. Now granted, if you want to burst on every rotation, and yes, her one of her burst flaws is that it's a high cost, similar to Zhangling that she gets compared to a lot. It's a high burst cost. You're gonna want a lot of ER, or run her with teammates that can feed her particles, so you don't have to run as much ER on her like people do with other characters. You run other teammates to feed them. You can do that, and frankly, I think she's a type where bursting every other rotation is perfectly fine. But again, I come back and say, do not ignore half her kit just to burst on every rotation. And I rather burst every other rotation and get those 30K E-proc hits compared to 7-8K hits every now and then in between, while the rest of your team is doing damage. I'll take it. I'll take it rather than bursting every rotation just to get the exact same burst damage. And frankly, it just feels more comfortable. Again, this is one of the teams I love to play. Before Farina, Kazuo was on this team. So I went from an overburn to an over vape team. On Mono Pyro, I still think glow set is the way to go. So I hope you find value in this. If you love playing Dehya, or if you want to learn how to play her and you want to know what she does, granted at C0 you're not gonna see great damage. C1, her damage is where it starts. And the more you get closer to C6, the more you really get into the real damage of what she can do if you run her as a main DPS. Like I said, Dehya to me is a defensive support / sub DPS. So using utilizing and maximizing both aspects, I think, is the best way to go with this character.